Thanks for watching The Urban Conservative. Make sure to like, follow, and subscribe. Today we list some of the accomplishments of President Donald J. Trump's administration. Unemployment rates for African Americans, Hispanic Americans, Asian Americans, Native Americans, veterans, individuals with disabilities, and those without a high school diploma all reached record lows. Unemployment for women hit its lowest rate in nearly 70 years. Lifted nearly 7 million people off of food stamps. Poverty rates for African Americans and Hispanic Americans reached record lows. Income inequality fell for 2 straight years, and by the largest amount in over a decade. The bottom 50% of American households saw a 40% increase in net worth. Wages rose fastest for low-income and blue-collar workers, a 16% pay increase. African American homeownership increased from 41.7% to 46.4%. Brought jobs, factories, and industries back to the USA. Created more than 1.2 million manufacturing and construction jobs. Put in place policies to bring back supply chains from overseas. Small business optimism broke a 35-year-old record in 2018. American energy independence. Unleashed America's oil and natural gas potential. For the first time in nearly 70 years, the United States has become a net energy exporter. The United States is now the #1 producer of oil and natural gas in the world. Natural gas production reached a record high of 34.9 quads in 2019, following record high production in 2018 and in 2017. The United States has been a net natural gas exporter for 3 consecutive years and has an export capacity of nearly 10 billion cubic feet per day. Withdrew from the unfair, one-sided Paris Climate Agreement. Canceled the previous administration's Clean Power Plan and replaced it with the new Affordable Clean Energy Rule. Approved the Keystone XL and Dakota Access pipelines. Opened up the Arctic National Wildlife Refuge, ANWR, in Alaska to oil and gas leasing. Repealed the last administration's federal coal leasing moratorium, which prohibited coal leasing on federal lands. Reformed permitting rules to eliminate unnecessary bureaucracy and speed approval for mines. Fixed the new source review permitting program, which punished companies for upgrading or repairing coal power plants. Fixed the Environmental Protection Agency's, EPA, steam, electric, and coal ash rules. The average American family saved $2,500 a year in lower electric bills and lower prices at the gas pump. Signed legislation repealing the harmful stream protection rule. Reduced the time to approve drilling permits on public lands by half, increasing permit applications to drill on public lands by 300%. Expedited approval of the NuStar's New Burgos pipeline to export American gasoline to Mexico. Streamlined liquefied natural gas, LNG, terminal permitting and allowed long-term LNG export authorizations to be extended through 2050. The United States is now among the top 3 LNG exporters in the world. Increased LNG exports 5-fold since January 2017, reaching an all-time high in January 2020. LNG exports are expected to reduce the American trade deficit by over $10 billion. Granted more than 20 new long-term approvals for LNG exports to non-free trade agreement countries. The development of natural gas and LNG infrastructure in the United States is providing tens of thousands of jobs and has led to the investment of tens of billions of dollars in infrastructure. There are now 6 LNG export facilities operating in the United States, with 2 additional export projects under construction. The amount of nuclear energy production in 2019 was the highest on record, through a combination of increased capacity from power plant upgrades and shorter refueling and maintenance cycles. Prevented Russian energy coercion across Europe through various lines of effort, including the Partnership for Transatlantic Energy Cooperation, civil nuclear deals with Romania and Poland, and opposition to Nord Stream 2 pipeline. Issued the presidential permit for the A2A railroad between Canada and Alaska, providing energy resources to emerging markets. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like, follow, and subscribe. Visit the website tuconservative.com for the latest news from the Urban Conservative.